Here we go, 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 here we go. What's going on, everybody? This is the blockchain backer bringing you the latest cryptocurrency news and analysis. And wow, we've got a pretty decent day going on here for Bitcoin. I figured I would do a live stream today. I didn't really have a whole lot of content for you guys, but I also didn't do a video on Tuesday. And then there's certainly not going to be any videos out from me this weekend because I won't be near my computer on Saturday or on Sunday. So I was like, I can't skip today too, and then only get out just 3 videos over like a 9-day period. I was like, nah, we got to do. Let me just get on here and I'll hang out with you guys and chat. So we're just gonna, we're having a big day with Bitcoin. The rest of the market is green, but Bitcoin is leading the way today. So I figured we'll take a look at it. It looks like there's a potential breakout here for Bitcoin. We'll see that $10,000 level is going to be a really interesting price level to see if Bitcoin can clear through it. I've put down so many Fibonacci retracement levels on this thing. It seems like $10,050 looks like it could be a heavy resistance. Hard to really know where this thing is going to stop right now, or if we've started the bull market, which is completely possible too. When we look at the retracement levels like this, it's already cleared over anything. The next step would be to bump it up to these levels up here, which would put a heavy resistance around 11,000. I've done other crazy things too, and it puts it right here at this one being potentially a stopping zone right there, just barely clearing $10,000. However, if it just keeps on going, then it just keeps on going. If you've watched any of my videos this week, or particularly the one that I put out yesterday, I was really talking about how this move is really the thing I'm actually watching for happening on Bitcoin, that we've actually already done the vast majority of this climb up, but we just haven't done this final push up right here, which takes us up to about 100K. I know on this chart it doesn't with the way I have it lined up, but that's what I'm expecting, somewhere between 80 and 100K. Let me put that back on here. And if you look at the velocity at which this move went and then this move went, well, you can assume, hey, just for fun, I was kind of like, well, okay, let's just kind of play with it and say, well, what if we move at this speed, this is actually faster. This move right here was faster than this whole move right here. So it was like, well, then the reference point we have really is this one back here, and then just kind of took this one right here and just kind of goofing off there to get us up to that target. Would get us there like at the end of this year if we went at the same speed as which this one did, which this move actually went faster than this move. So it's not unrealistic if we've started the bull run. Hard to know if we have or haven't yet. Um, let's see, what other things did I look at right here? So, okay, it would be like, all right, well, so many people love that theory. And sorry, guys, I'm just kind of rambling here. I didn't come in with a real strategy. I'm telling you the kind of the charts I've been looking at all morning. Um, the whole theory is that, it goes in these 4-year cycles. So we have the Bitcoin block halving, and then the Bitcoin bull run comes at the end of next year, right? If it's going to run perfectly for every 4 years, just like what the block halving does, and that would mean that we would not get to the big final blow off top till December of 2021. But there was something different on here, and that was this moment right here. Let me take all this stuff off the chart. When you look at the retracement of how the last bear market went, and then how this bear market went, you could see that we didn't get this actual retrace right here where it came back and hit the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement for that 2014, 15, and 16 bear market area. We didn't actually come back and hit that until 2.5 years after the topping. However, we came up and hit it after only a year and a half of a bear market. So are we a year ahead of schedule? I don't know. Predicting timing is, as we always say, darn near impossible to do. But I'm never in the camp of that we have to work in the exact 4-year cycle. Uh, for us to go in for our next top. I mean, who knows? It could take 2 or 3 years. It could take 6 months. We don't know. But that was something I was kind of playing with. I thought was kind of interesting. So we were just like, so what would happen if you kind of grabbed that right there and you had it take it to the target? You kind of get there like that. If it went at the, if it went at the exact same speed, which is not unrealistic. I mean, look at this one. I mean, this one went even faster than this one did. And I equate this move right here, this whole move, as being the same as this one if you watched yesterday's video. So, let's take a look over at XRP right here. XRP still battling against that 200 moving average. Is it going to come back down to 18 cents first? Hard to know. The real big story today is Bitcoin is right now clearing above 90, just touched above 9,700. But as for XRP, we're still on that lag behind. If the videos that I had posted earlier this week as well, we talked about, well, does Bitcoin need to break out higher in order for the rest of the altcoin market to come out? That's nothing new, right? People have been saying that for several years. If you haven't noticed that, I mean, it's just something everybody has talked about, right? I mean, we've all looked at it, we've all seen it, that the altcoin market bull run really started as Bitcoin was hitting up against the all-time highs. So who knows if that's the moment where we get it, right? So let's put that thing back on there and just see what that would look like. You could do it like this too, right? And that gets us right there to that 100,000, right? Breaks above it, back tests it, goes. So if you weren't here in the 2017 bull run, this whole thing right here, this felt brutal, and this takes about 2 months to play out to have something like that happen. Shakes out people just as much as this shook out people right down here. But yeah, congrats to all the holders who held through all this, right? How many times did you have to hear it's going lower, it's going lower, it's going lower, with no technical analysis to back that up, to back those claims up, to try to shake you out down here? Look at that. Congrats. Let's see, is there anything else to really touch on? Yeah, total. So total is kind of a big one right now, and this is on my radar, is that when it comes to the entire market cap, when you include Bitcoin and you include the altcoins, we still have not cleared that 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level. So that's a big, big spot that needs to get cleared. I really want to see the total crypto market above $264 billion. As of right now, the whole market is still underneath that retrace level. So we really need to see a break of new highs. So we need the altcoins to keep up with Bitcoin, because right now Bitcoin's just kind of taken over, but we need the rest of the altcoins to come into the market as well. So we need just like a flood of new money into this market, because right now we're still stuck as for the total market cap. And then, of course, XRP, right? That's what everybody's come here for, right? XRP. Get rid of that. I'll keep that on. Just for what I have, it's above the two. That alert that I have right there is if we break above the 200 day moving average. So put that back on there. You can see it. So in the past, right? So in the past, when we had this, if we were following the similar fractals, what you would expect is you would expect that XRP would actually come back down to this level and then go on up and go. But those past fractals have been quite tricky, so we don't know. But I think the key moment for us right now is getting above that 200-day moving average. Man, we got 500 people in here. Holy moly. So I don't know. I'm just trying to kind of give you guys things that I'm looking at. And really the big things that I've touched on this week in the videos that I've posted is how looking at that, and that's kind of our key levels for determining how high the next bull market's going to go. And we saw that And man, that has taken me down such a deep rabbit hole. Looking at that stuff. Let's see. When I started applying that, and then you saw how yesterday's video I talked about Litecoin and how Litecoin had the exact same thing, and you could have measured out the move on Litecoin. It's been like, okay, well, it's kind of thrown a wrench in the things that I've seen. How you can, this is nothing new nothing new that we've done this, right? We've been doing this for 6 months. But finding that exact moment in time on other charts, like on Litecoin, come on. And so, the moment prior to Bitcoin capitulating being right there, right? That's the small little teeny, obviously Litecoin's little rally before the capitulation was pretty pathetic. However, it gave the exact moment of where this top was. And that was the time to swap over to Bitcoin. So it's given me a ton to think about. It's just been hard for me to put together videos ever since I discovered all that, because I'm kind of like, wow, got to kind of retake in everything and figure out how am I going to process all this information. And it's kind of like changed the game plan, right? Because that's the big question, right? That's the $1 million. Okay, there's $2 million questions. The first one is when moon, right? Everybody wants that question answered. When moon? I don't think anybody can solve that. Maybe we will one day, but nobody has solved when moon yet. The other big question is, right, altcoins or Bitcoin? Or if it's altcoins and Bitcoin, when do you get the altcoins? When do you flop to the Bitcoin? Then when do you flop back to the altcoins? And so that's the thing that I think I have solved. I've solved the altcoin to Bitcoin to altcoin flipping and flopping, and how to do that methodically. Haven't solved the when moon yet, but you could see that if we applied this to other charts, right? So like people, Cardano is one of the ones I was looking at, right? So I bought a nice bag of Cardano back in the day, and I've just been sitting on it. I think I got some here and here. Maybe I got some there too. Oh yeah, I definitely paid 7 cents for some as well a long time ago, back in 2018. And then I got some down here. Excuse me, let me clear my throat real quick. I don't want to do that on the microphone. There we go. All right. So looking back on Cardano, right? It's like, okay, well, the targets for like Cardano don't look nearly as high as I anticipated, right? I've been applying that same strategy that I've been applying for everything else. And look at this. When you line it up with the little rally before the capitulation, where does it take you to? It takes you to right here. And then the irony of it is, where is that exactly? That is 100% precisely the previous all-time high, which would mean that Cardano does not set new all-time highs. Cardano just goes back to the previous all-time highs, which I'm fine with. I mean, I would hope you would be cool with that too. But so I've been thinking about that with all the charts, right? So I started running the numbers on all of these different charts and being like, well, what's the best place to be in here, right? Mathematically speaking, is XRP still even mathematically the right place to be when applying all of that to that, right? And here's the good news. Yes, it is. So like I've done that, like for a while there. I've been looking at Ethereum as well and thinking, man, the numbers on Ethereum look like they could actually be really good. And still, XRP crushes the potential for Ethereum. If anybody was wondering, based on what I've been looking at, I still think that XRP would significantly outperform Ethereum. Totally. And like really for me, when I look at other coins and potentials and stuff, they have to be on Coinbase. So it's been like comparing stuff to stuff on Coinbase. And really the top three from a percentage standpoint for me, when I'm looking at percentages, it's XRP, XLM, Stellar Lumens, and then one that I don't know a ton about, and that's that 0x. That 0x, and of course it's ironic we're saying that because 0x has like a massive pump today, but regardless of that little 18% pop that it's got, I had run those numbers prior to that. Um, but when it comes to use case and everything like that, XRP still got it. So XRP's got like everything going for it. It's got the use case, the big branding with it, all the stuff to go with it, and it still has the percentages of growth ahead of it too. So that's good. But it's crazy though, because Bitcoin has literally the worst percentages out of all of them. So let's see. Let's put a little alarm right there. Maybe it'll go off while we're on this stream. That's where we want to see the. Okay, forget it. We want to see the total altcoin market cap get above 263 billion. If you see that, that's a very positive sign. All right. I have been not ignoring the chat, just trying to give something for people to look at who also come in here later, because I know a lot of people come in later and they can't catch me live. So I am going to, oh man, there's probably 100,000 questions in here. How do I want to handle this? I've been rambling for 16 minutes. I'm going to start about halfway. First of all, let me acknowledge all the members that are in here and all the mods. The mods, you guys always take care of business in here. Thank you so much. I see Drew Duraco in here. And participation trophy wife. So thank you guys very much for keeping it clean in there. I know it can get wild there in the chat and in the comment sections of my videos. Let me think if there's anything else I want to cover right now. The main thing obviously happening is that Bitcoin is in breakout. Oh man, let's hold on. Amir Holmesy super chatted. Thank you so much. Oh, with the little sticker thing. Thank you very much. All right. So we have a breakout on Bitcoin. Now here, okay, look, here's one of the big questions, right? Now you notice on my chart on my channel, we don't ever talk about like the XRP Bitcoin chart, right? Or the altcoin Bitcoin charts because they're just so dang um, darn near impossible to forecast. The thing that we're always looking at is we're looking at the Bitcoin dominance chart, right? Because that's really going to tell us where it's at. So Bitcoin dominance is in a little bit of an uptick. However, I still don't think it's going to break above these highs, guys. So I know a lot of people are kind of panicking right now because the XRP Bitcoin chart is falling, but still, yeah, we see a little bit of a pop up. You're not going to get me to sway off my stance because I still see that 0.702 Fibonacci retracement level. But let's take a peek over at XRP Bitcoin and see where do we think the bot. I don't like charting these, but we'll look at it. So we're getting what appears to be capitulation in XRP Bitcoin, right? So people are flocking to Bitcoin because in 4 days we have the Bitcoin block halving, right? So we're likely getting that excitement into Bitcoin. Don't get left behind. Who knows what could happen? And where can XRP go? So the thing you always do is you look left, right? And you say, well, where have been the supports and the resistances in the past? One of them has been right here. All right. Is it breaking below it or is it finding support? If it's not, then is it going to go way down here? Down to about 1,500 Satoshis. It's possible. It's possible. But does it really matter? I mean, does it really matter? We're here for dollars, right? Oh, yeah. All right. So I am going to be gone from the computer for the weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into chat here. I'm going to try to keep the stream at about an hour long and I'll answer you guys' questions. So let me go ahead and scroll up on here into the chat and maybe just go back just a little bit. Here we go. All right, this is where I'm randomly starting. Sarah Robson, we need ADA on Coinbase. I probably will one day. All the theories I hear is that, Coinbase is heavily Ethereum based. So I don't know if Cardano being a competitor to Ethereum could be an issue going over there, but I really don't know. Bitcoin is booming right now, without a doubt. It is. Let's get over there on Bitcoin to keep that on the screen. There you go. Josh Garlinghouse. Man, just can't believe Stellar is still a thing after they dumped half their supply. Yeah, it's confusing on why they did all that. I don't really follow all of it to know the ins and outs and politics of it. All I know is that if you owned some, it technically should have been worth twice as much after they killed off half the supply, but we didn't really see that. I don't know what their plan is. One of the things I always had as a problem with Stellar was how much there was and how they had absolutely no real plan on how they were going to distribute that stuff up. They were just talking about like giving it to people in need, and it was real weird how they had so many lumens and no plan on how to get rid of them that it deterred me a lot from wanting to touch it. All right. Bitcoin, let's see, Chomsky, Bitcoin just broke out of the 3-year downtrend. Good sign. I don't see a 3-year downtrend being broken. I don't see that unless we're looking at it a different way. Let's see. Nope, I do not see a 3-year downtrend being broken. Okay, Hans Helders, hey BB, maybe do a video on how to flip between Bitcoin and other coins. I have been wondering on how to for a while now. Well, the only way I would ever do that, right? So I talk about long-term accumulation and playing big cycles. So if you're looking for someone to help you kind of do it on these ones right here, good luck. I don't know how you're gonna accurately do that. As for me, watch the 2 videos that I posted this week. Like, watch the first one to get like the building blocks down, and then watch the second one, and that kind of tells you the story and how I'm planning moving forward. Um, so hopefully, what I'm hoping is that, and let me tell you this too, I own other altcoins just that I've had for years now, and like I'm just stuck with them, right? And I would love to flip those into Bitcoin at some point and then ride the Bitcoin wave. So I've got a nice bag of XRP, nice big old bag of XRP. I've got a bunch of just junky altcoins sitting around. When I say junky, I'm throwing them all in there. Ethereum, Cardano, all of them, whether or not they're junk or not. I've got them all. And I would love to, at some point, be able to flip out of those after they shoot up, get them into Bitcoin, ride the rest of the wave of Bitcoin, and then move all of that into XRP later and still leave my XRP bag untouched, my original bag. So if you watch my last 2 videos, watch the first one, then watch the second one, should kind of give you an idea of how I'm thinking about doing that. Thoughts on Pi crypto? I don't know anything about it except that it seems like one of those multi-level marketing schemes. A lot of people posting online trying to get people to sign up so they can get more people to sign up so they can get more people to sign up and get like the marketing level pyramid stuff. I don't know anything about it beyond so many people trying to get other people to sign up. Alex Yeet, Bitcoin is moving and the rest of the market is not. I can't stand Bitcoin. Ah, well, this is normal, man. This is normal. Why is Bitcoin going up and alts not following? Well, that's just kind of how this game plays sometimes. We have a lot of people say, oh, it's moving at the same time as it. Okay, so you get a lot of people who say, we're only moving up because Bitcoin is moving up. But then when Bitcoin moves up and we don't move up, it's like, well, wait a minute, aren't we supposed to be following Bitcoin? It's, you know, in my opinion, let Bitcoin do its thing for a minute. And then after it kind of cools off for a little while, The altcoins will get their shot. You got to remember the Bitcoin block halving is 4 days away. There's going to be a lot of hype surrounding Bitcoin right now for the next few days, and that's okay. Who would win in a fight? 1 trillion lions or the sun? Probably the sun. Josh Bushland, keep rocking, brother. Hey, what's up? Oh, John. Sorry, John. John Bushland. Sorry, I'm trying to read through this stuff so fast I misread it. All right, 12K, then dump coming. Hey, post a chart, Avery Music. Let's see it. A lot of people called for 8 cent XRP and didn't get it. What do I think about Hedera Hashgraph? I don't know anything about it. I know a lot of content creators have shilled that. I did like follow the chart when it was released. It just kind of did what every other coin does when it releases. It crashes down to oblivion. Uh, don't know much more. And I'm going to tell you this, going into this next bull run, I will not chase anything new. There's no more time for that. 2017 was all about making those speculatives. What's going to be the next big thing? What is it? What's going to be the big win, the big new cool thing? 2020, I've already I know my game plan and my game. You can come out with some type of new cryptocurrency that is going to be the absolute best cryptocurrency to ever come up on this planet. I won't buy it. I'm riding with what I got. I'm sticking with what I got, not chasing anything. Junior Madrigal. Bitcoin is in breakout because of Tether. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Okay, well, I mean, that's speculation. But, a month ago, we talked about that on here that the Tether printing was, the printer press was on full blast, and there was a lot of Tether being added. And we talked about this over a month ago. Um, and that usually is the indicator that a big move is coming. Let's get that off of here. Wow, it's like so far in the past now. It's unbelievable. Look at this. Back in early March, this is almost 2 months ago, we were talking about this, how there was a huge rise in Tether. And that's usually indicating that a bullish move is coming. Look at that. We have almost doubled the Tether supply. So we can take it off. There we go. Look at that. But boy, Bitcoin's really doing it, huh? Let's look at it on the 15-minute chart. So for me, one of the big spots on Bitcoin is going to be just above 10,000. It may find some resistance there. It's no big deal. So, but Amir, I hope I answered your question, man. I appreciate the super chat you gave me, but I also want to give you my honest opinions. That's what I'm here to do. Um, Regarding Hedera Hashgraph. Laker Chaser, XRP to Bitcoin chart. Do we have a massive dip to a giant pump? Most likely. So, I mean, I'm sure all of the altcoin charts look like that right now because Bitcoin is the star of the show right now. Let's look at Ethereum too. So Ethereum's taking a whack as well, right? Bitcoin's kind of the star of the show for the next couple of days. I'm sorry about that. A $5 moon would be fantastic. Yeah, no kidding. Let me put it back on the Bitcoin chart. We don't need to be staring at Ethereum. There we go. Keys Bank XRP over Bitcoin chart. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why people care about that so much. It's just the normal ebb and flow of the market to Bitcoin, back to altcoins, to Bitcoin, back to altcoins. Where did it go? I just lost what I was reading. Hold on. Oh my gosh, there's so much chat in here. Hold on, guys. I missed it, so I'm just gonna have to pick up where I left off. Somebody asked about Digibyte. Uh, who knows, man? Is Digibyte going to the moon? Is Digibyte going to $1? Or is Digibyte topping? Who knows? I can't chase that. And like someone just said, Digibyte, David Perez said Digibyte is in the top 30 coins and it has been up 1,400% since March's bottom. Right. So if you're in it and if you've been in it, congratulations. I couldn't go near it with a 10-foot pole after it's already pumped like that. But if I was already in it, I'd be excited and hoping that it keeps going up further. Try harder swapped XRP for Bitcoin. Man, that kind of the wrong time to do that, but okay. Oh, I always say if you're going to sell in an uptrend, not near the bottom. Right, like the Bitcoin bull run is next year. Well, we don't know that to be true. See, Alex, can you mention the solid patterns you have seen during all of this time? That's kind of a broad question, brother. David Frazier holding my cash till after the halving. Bags are all packed, but want a few more sats. Yeah, well, wouldn't that be interesting if we don't get the immediate drop after the Bitcoin halving, right? Because isn't that what everybody expects? Everybody expects a plummet right after the halving. What if we don't get it? Dawson, why do you think Bitcoin is booming and XRP is stagnant? Because the Bitcoin block halving is 4 days away. Man, I thought people would be excited. It looks like a bunch of people are FOMOing Bitcoin. That seems to be what's going on here. A lot of people are upset. Oh, it's no big deal, guys. Look, if you weren't here in 2017, you don't understand how great this is to see Bitcoin going up. It does, yeah, who cares? If it's not our turn today, tomorrow, next week, it doesn't matter. All this right here, this action happening on Bitcoin is positive for cryptocurrency. You just have to be a little patient. It's okay. This is all good stuff for the whole market. Money flows one way, then flows the other. Right now it's flowing in Bitcoin, then it'll flow in the altcoins. Backer, read Ferdy's comment, bro. He DM'd you. Okay, I'll check that out. Hey, BCB, can you or any of your followers explain the tsunami of sell orders at 23 cents? I don't ever look at the order books in cryptocurrency. I did a lot in 2017, and whenever you start seeing really high volume, you will notice most of those sell walls and buy walls are all fake completely, and they're placed there usually by the exchanges, and they will take them down just as quick as they put them up. Let's see. We've got a lot of stuff in here. It's kind of a lot of the same repetitive stuff, right? The question is, why is Bitcoin going and XRP is not going? But at the same time, we always get that same stuff of XRP is only going because Bitcoin's going. Well, look, Bitcoin's just having its day, right? It's got huge fundamental stuff going on with it this week, right? XRP doesn't have huge fundamental things happening with it this week, but Bitcoin does. It's got the block having. Dennis S. Hey, BB, some say XRP is going to go down to 10 cents. What do you think? Well, a lot of people were saying that it was going to go to 8 cents when it was at 15, and they sold their bags at 15 expecting 8, and it didn't. Um, I don't see anybody providing very, that whole time, of people attacking my channel, attacking my Twitter, the comments of my videos, saying 8 cents, 6 cents was coming. I never had a single person ever during that whole 45 days provide me with a chart with at all. Um, None. So if there's a high quality chart, I'll take a look at it. This 10-cent stuff. Oh, I missed a super chat. Brian Coakley. We passed the market cap top. Oh, well, thank you for the alert, man, and thanks for the super chat. Let's take a peek. Oh, yeah, it's trying, huh? Let me get it on the daily. Oh, it really touched up against it, didn't it, though? Let's see. Let's put it on the 4-hour. Here we go. We're not out of it yet. Oh, but we're right up against it, aren't we? Here we go. That's what we want. We want to see that market cap clear right above there, above that 263 is where we really want to see it at. 263 is positive sign that the whole market isn't just doing a retrace. So while Bitcoin's having a great day, we want to see the whole market get all the way up. Open your eyes with the super chat. You're the most humble content creator in crypto. Thank you for all that you do and never change. Oh, thank you so much. Open up your eyes. I really appreciate that. It's very kind. So that's a big moment right here, guys. So let's talk about this for a moment, okay? So we're all hoping that this breaks above this level right here. But this is where people forget, okay? And let it be very clear right now that I'm putting it out there. If this market is doing nothing but a retrace, this is your opportunity to start considering getting out if you can't handle it anymore. If it breaks up higher, bullish, bullish, bullish. But if it doesn't, you knew. You had the chance. I dished out these warnings last time up here when we were trying to break through this level that we had done a full retrace, and when we got down here, everybody seemed to have forgotten about it. So just a reminder, we're at a retracement level. All right, back to the chat. XRP to $2,000 according to Kaba Kugs. Yeah, that I won't be there for that. I will have already gotten out way before that. Ali Farhat, so you're only planning on selling your altcoins, but XRP, this will run and hope to gather more XRP for the future. Having a hard time kind of understanding that, but the main plan is to kind of get rid of a lot of those old coins I got back in like 2017 and 18, get them into Bitcoin, then get them into XRP. And then when Bitcoin does its top and XRP does its final blow off top, that's where a big dump of my XRP bag would happen. Manuel G with a super chat. When alien and UFO videos, great video with Sam. Hey, thanks. I had a lot of fun. And if you want to have your mind blown, here we go. 800 and I'm gonna wake up 815 people here right now. You just need to go onto YouTube, which they've started suppressing a lot of these videos. It is much harder to find these videos. You can still find some, but you got to do deep research. But start just look up NASA green screens and start seeing how many times it's like indisputable that NASA is using green screens for a lot of their stuff. It's odd. So there you go, man. Thank you for the super chat. And I had a lot of fun on Sam's channel. To the lifeboats. Robert Manson, your $96 prediction is for December 2021. So you're asking for a time prediction as well. I can't give you a time prediction. Well, we got a lot of Digibyte people in here, don't we? That always worries me, man, whenever you see, okay, there's two reasons why there would be a bunch of Digibyte people in here. One, they're bots, or they're people with big bags trying to dump them and get retail to come in and buy the bags that they're going to dump on the people. Or two, it's people who have bought really high and they're wanting it to go higher. If you're buying Digibyte at a 1,000 after it's already gone up 1,000%, that's just not good strategy. It scares me. It's up to you. What if it goes up another 4,000%? It could. Who knows? But for me, that's something I've been left behind, and I won't get in on it. I've already got my bags packed up elsewhere. Geez, there's a lot of Digibyte stuff in here. What is going on? It's got to be bots. Got to be bots. Paul Zaris, it's interesting to see the alts get rejected at the 0.702 ETH, XTC, Link, ADA, etc. Yeah, so they're all still sitting there, right? So they're all still sitting at kind of the retracement levels. What is this? I don't want that. So there's Cardano getting stopped out right here, right? So if Cardano, you got to realize this could just be retracement for Cardano. Let's look at ETH. So see this, guys? You've all been warned. You see it here right now. You see that it's at the retracement. It has to break up above all of this. I got a lot of people forgot that I was warning of that when we were up here. Okay, there it is. 0.702 Fibonacci retracement. Needed to break through that. It did not, got massively rejected. Back up to the 0.702 Fibonacci retracement. Needs to get through it. Back on over to Bitcoin at 9,800. Crossed over 9,900 for a Bitcoin. Yeah, so here's more of this pie stuff. Yeah, so I don't know about that pie stuff. It just sounds like multi-level marketing, and even the sales pitch you got right here sounds like multi-level marketing. Pie is actually good. I downloaded it in mind. It's free, and they're having and it's all about referring people, right? And we've seen that in the past, and I can never remember what their names are. They come and go. All those referral sign up, multi-level marketing type ones, they come and go. Suffer Raz Merchant. Hey, BCB. Hey, what's going on? Teddy Funk. What is your take on owning KB's? Don't know. How does the fear and greed look? Okay, when I looked at it earlier this morning, it was at a 49. It was at neutral for the first time. Crypto is in neutral fear and greed, which I think you can even kind of see in this chat, right? You got people, so people are having greed right now. If you think about it, just the way the questions are phrased, that XRP isn't keeping up with Bitcoin right now. There's the FOMO of Bitcoin. There's the greed. But for those who are having issues right now, watching Bitcoin go up and XRP not go up, and if it's really rattling you right now, I doubt you'll make it through the whole bull run. It'll get way worse at other times. You'll see there's so much volatility in a bull run. So I'm kind of skipping over the time prediction ones I get asked. I'm getting asked quite a few time predictions in here, guys. Time is there's two main questions, right? It's when moon, that's the $1 million question, and then the other $1 million question is how to get flip and flop between Bitcoin and altcoins. The when moon one, we just got to be patient. So the volume going into Bitcoin is not organic volume. It's the same swings going on inside ecosystem consisting of alts plus Bitcoin. Alts are gutted to hold Bitcoin up. Look at the volume and fingerprints whales dictated. I don't know how true any of that is. I mean, you can just look at, first of all, totals going up. How's total two doing? Total two staying flat. So that means new money is coming in. If altcoins were falling, if altcoins were falling and total was staying flat and Bitcoin was going up, that argument would make sense. But altcoins are remaining flat, meaning that new money is coming in and it's going into Bitcoin. And what happens later? That money that went into Bitcoin eventually finds its way into altcoins. So for all those who are worried about this Bitcoin block having and Bitcoin's having a big pump, this is just, it's kind of what we've expected, guys. What are your thoughts on Bitcoin Cash from Jason Nance? No strong thoughts on it either way. Don't know. I mean, it's not like I'm blind to it. I've seen all the drama back and forth on all of it, and it just doesn't matter. There's so much that goes on, and there's 100,000 coins. How many are there really? Like 2,500, but there's 100 in the top 100, right? Even focusing and knowing everything about the top 100, it's real hard. Um, I missed this. Oh man, a-hole trucker Bob with the $5 super chat. Have a cold beer on me. I will get myself a delicious soda, a delicious iced tea or something, man. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you, sir. Mr. YOLO, do you think Ethereum will be going down in the next week or two before it goes up? I haven't stared at the short term 1 week, figuring out what the 1 week movement of Ethereum will be. I don't know. I assume that question is in case you're trying to buy a dip. I don't know. Scott Thielen, okay, thank you for the super chat, Scott. Are you sticking with your original targets, or do you believe $96 plus is realistic in your opinion if Bitcoin pumps to 80 to 90,000? We'll see. We'll see. So we have to see which one is the first target, right? Is the first target 1085 or is the first target 13? We'll have to find out when the time comes. So we're not there yet. I haven't had to make a decision, and that's just kind of a bunch of new information that I've discovered over the last week. So I'm going to ponder it for a while. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. When I made that video, I said to myself, man, look, so you make a lot as a content creator. I try to make something for you guys every day, right? And there's some days you get up and you get to work and you're staring at charts and you're trying to discover things and you're trying to put stuff together and you're like, okay, good. I think I've got something good put together. I'll go ahead and put that out. And then there come days where you discover something where your mind just kind of gets blown a little bit and you put it all together and you know it's good and you try to formulate it all really good. When I found all that stuff, that was kind of like, okay, this is amazing, this is great. There's no hype to that. There's no uh, you know let's get everybody excited about it. It was no, let's look at this data. This all logically makes sense and adds up. So that data looks really good to me. What I always do is I ponder stuff for a long time. I don't ever make immediate decisions. That's a lot of times where like these market swings don't really affect me very much because it's not going to change my mind on anything with one big swing in one direction or another direction. So I'll ponder that for a while. Um, and I'm sure more videos will come out related to that and how realistic I think that is. I think it's pretty realistic with my initial observations of what I saw. That looks pretty darn good to me. So thanks, Scott. I hope that answered. But we have time, man, right? And I would never do anything without telling you guys. I'm never going to give you guys trade calls, but I'll let you know what I'm doing. All right. Jason Nance super chatted. Thanks for all your efforts, backer. What are your thoughts on Bitcoin Cash? Oh man, I think I just answered that on Bitcoin Cash. I don't know, man. Look, here's the things that Bitcoin Cash has going for it, right? Okay, first of all, it's on Coinbase. That's a big thing, right? It's on most exchanges, and they seem to have a reputable brand name attached to them. I know that's going to upset a lot of people by me saying that, right? But to the common person, it's not terrible. There's all the drama from the past, right? There's all that drama from the past that people deep into the cryptocurrency market know about. But if what the amount of money that would flock into this digital asset market that would propel it to new super duper all-time highs, we'll never know about any of that stuff you know about. You have to look at it on the surface. How does Bitcoin Cash look to somebody new coming into this market? I don't know. Seems okay. Not something I'm going to make a big major investment in, though. But I mean, if I was diversifying my portfolio and I wanted to grab some, maybe I would. I don't know. I have less than one Bitcoin Cash, less than one. And I've had it for a long time. And it's just locked away on a ledger. Spike LP with the super chat. Thank you, Spike LP. Lincoln Park. I don't know, maybe. Okay, back to the chat. Robert Manson. If one person complains about XRP price cry, y'all sound like kids. But I understand how you feel though. Yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, this is exciting. So you have to, if you have an instant gratification need where every second that Bitcoin moves up one tick, you need to see XRP move up one tick with it. You're just not looking at the big picture. This is money flowing into the digital asset market, and it won't stay with Bitcoin for forever. It will flow, it will find its way over to the altcoins. So look at all this money coming in, going into Bitcoin. That's money coming into the market. So, like right here, the total market cap. Now we need to see it break out to new highs and see even more money come flying in here. BC backer, could you implement a little window where we can see the Bitcoin price at the top corner? Huh, that might be an idea. That might be a good idea. I haven't messed with I know a lot of people like to put the whole right here at the top. Welcome to the blockchain backer live stream channel. Here, tip me money down here. Biggest tipper, recent subscriber. Nothing wrong with that stuff. I've never done any of that, right? I'm not giving flack to anybody who does it. It's cool. It's totally cool. That's a normal thing to do when streaming. I am the one who is slacking and haven't done anything to like upgrade my streams, but I probably should at some point. I probably should. Ah, B. Levine. We know NASA never went to the moon, but XRP will. After I was on to the Lifeboats channel last week, I have been thinking about that this past week. I've been doing my research. I'm like, come on, man, we haven't been since 1972. It's 2020, right? What is that? 48 years? In 48 years, we now have Google, AI, all this stuff. We can't go back to the moon for some reason. I don't know. It's weird. How much percentage of your stack will you sell at $10? Like 10 or 20%? No, it would probably be more. It would probably be more than that. That's a life-changing amount of money, man. Think about that. $10. You're at 21 cents right now. It goes to $10. I don't care how much XRP you have. That would likely change an aspect of your life, whether that's pay off debt or do something, buy a car, pay college tuition, something. Holy moly, the Digibyte bots are in full effect. Either it's the Digibyte bots or the people who are buying the top. I don't know. Maybe it's going to the moon. I don't know. But man, it's heavy in here. Yeah, see, yeah, y'all be aware of that. If you don't know that bots will come out here and be aware of that. Okay, I've got to move up in the chat because I'm so far behind. I'm sorry if I've skipped your question. It is absolutely not me intentionally skipping your question. It's that there was so much that my chat, it won't even, I'm so far behind. I have to scoot up. Alamuddin Usmani. Gosh, I hope I didn't slaughter your name. According to you, what is the percentage of a chance that the bull run will take place this year? Hard to know, man. If I gave you a percentage number, just pulling it out, which is what everybody is doing. Anybody who, my favorite one is, I would give it a 51% chance. I heard that, I was looking at the weather the other day. The weather said 51% chance of rain. Just slightly better than 50-50. But if it doesn't happen, you could still fall back on saying, see, I said it was like a 50-50 shot, I was still right. See, do you guys still receiving micro payments to your ledger? It's so annoying. What is that called? Dusting? I've seen that once before on a different asset. I haven't checked to see if that's happening to me. Meta, thank you for the super chat. It's $90 for the next bull run, which I understand no one can predict the time. Well, if you watch the video I posted on Monday with the exit plan video, go watch that. So it's not that I'm making a prediction of $90. I'm showing you the mathematics on how the measurements work, and the measurement takes you to $90. Whether or not we get to $90 or not is up to anybody. But I assume most people have seen that video on Monday. If you need to rewatch it, rewatch it. Um, so that's not a prediction necessarily. That's more so how that particular price level is interesting. So I would look at that. But thank you so much for the super chat. And yes, timing. We're all struggling with the timing, right? What are your thoughts on the stock market charts right now? Oh man, do I want to get into that? I have a lot of thoughts on it. I don't know if I want to get into it. Man, I'm not going to. I'll just say this. It has retraced. It's whether or not it's going to break down from the retrace or break up from the retrace level for the stock market. And I don't know which one it's going to do. We're all going to find out. Um, maybe on my next live stream or maybe in tomorrow's video, I'll give like a 1 minute synopsis of that on what I see over there. But we have never seen a recovery this fast. Even for a V bottom, it's really fast. It's a really fast recovery. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But what, we got another 3 million unemployed today? We've now had what, like 33 million people in the United States file for unemployment. We have 22 million continuous unemployment jobless claims still growing. That surpassed expectations, that 22 million by 2 million. So 22 million people still filing for unemployment. Now, you know me, I don't find narratives or news or fundamental stuff to be as important as the technical stuff that goes on the charts. Usually the fundamental news comes later to kind of sell the idea of whatever happens on the chart. But boy, do we have such a huge disconnect between the real economy and the Wall Street economy, right? Which we talked about happening before this huge climb happened. So we'll see what happens, but we'll get information from it at some point. If the stock market, like if the Dow Jones goes up and tests those all-time highs again, it's gone. I'm not even going to consider the fact that it could fall again anytime soon. It will break off into new all-time highs if it gets up there. If it breaks down, like if the Nasdaq and all that stuff starts to kind of break down from right here, it's probably going to go set new lows. But a decision is coming soon, for sure. Just crazy to see it though, huh? Crazy to see that market acting the way it is with how the economy really is. They're not trading stocks anymore, right? They're trading prices, right? It's nothing about the owner. I mean, the forward earnings projections of all these companies is so bad. Owning a stock, you're not going to make any money by owning the company. It's all about flipping and trading the price. All right. I'm falling behind in chat again. Mike Palumba, let me get you. How far after a 0.702 break do you consider it a breakthrough? And if it breaks, then dips back down below the 702, what does that mean? Great question, right? All right, so let me see if I can zoom out on here. So this is great, right? So, all right, 702 is the reference point for where a lot of times the market will just turn on itself and collapse. So I get on high alert, like let's put it on the total altcoin market cap. Right here. By the way, if you just saw that pitchfork, I'm always playing with pitchforks. They're worthless. They never ever have worked for me. Have you guys ever gotten a pitchfork to work for you? I think I have shifted the pitchfork on XRP 100,000 times. Here's this one. What do y'all think of that? Anywho, back over here. So, all right. So I'm looking to see if we get rejected from here. We get rejected from here. It's hard, man, right? Even I got tricked after it broke down. I said, you know what, man, there's still a chance it's going to hold itself. And then boom, it took a complete whack on itself afterwards. So it's really just the people who do this, who are going to trade it, you just have to treat it like a stop loss mark, right? Okay, so you say to yourself, first of all, this is not investment advice, this is not trading advice, but people who use risk management, people who do risk management, it's sell just below the 0.702, set your stop loss right above the 0.786 because it's still within a retracement above a 0.786, and give yourself a target of something that would be at least a 2-to-1 risk to return ratio, right? I could never imagine taking a trade that's less than a 2-to-1 risk ratio, but yeah, you just pick it yourself on where you would want it. I don't think anybody would have picked way down there. Maybe they would. Maybe there was somebody who was a genius and said, you know what? We are going to actually go back and test the all-time low. I am going to sell the 0.702 Fibonacci retracement with a stop loss right here above the 786, and I'm going to get myself an 8-to-1 risk to reward ratio. But yeah, that's where I would, for any trades, not investment advice. Nobody listen to me and make a trade based on what I'm saying, but what I would do is sell the 0.702 with the stop loss at the 0.786 and give yourself at least a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Back to Bitcoin. All right, got to catch back up on the chat. Fell behind again. I just saw somebody post, hey, first time listener, just got Robin Hood. Or I missed it. Where are you? I want to find you. First time listener trading in Robinhood, just started in crypto, doing trading, doing good today. Yeah, you'll get wrecked. Don't worry. One day. It's kind of the rite of passage into crypto is to get wrecked. And then how, depending on how you can handle that, on whether or not you get to earn the real big bucks. Stevie Ripple, what's going on, man? I don't know if I said hi to you. Or I don't know if you've been in here a while and I've just been overlooking you. I'm sorry. Hi. Max BR with the super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you, Max. Laker Chaser, 20,000 XRP will be life changing. It could be. So let's see. I hope I answered your question, Mike. Vlad Ponzar, we are jumping a bit. Oh, yeah, look at that. Thanks for the heads up, man. Oh, where are all those people who were screaming a minute ago? Why is Bitcoin going? And XRP? It looks like all the Digibyte bots have left as well. There we go. Let's put on a 5-minute chart. Yeah. Okay, hold on. We got it. Hold on. Wait. And there it is. Wait, nope, wrong one. There we go. That's the big one. So let me mark it because it's not really that fun to look at the daily like that. We want it right there. There we go. 22,592. Man, we got a lot of time questions, huh? Everybody's like, my stimulus payment isn't working for me. By the way, guys, I got my stimulus payment. Man, finally. Guess the IRS doesn't know I have multiple children, though, because they did not give us everything that we'll certainly be paying for the rest of our lives. Oh, wow, look at 0x. I'm just going to flip that on real fast. Holy moly, 33%, XMR. It's all going. See, guys, look, it flew into Bitcoin. Now where's it going to? It's going to the altcoins. It's how it always happens, guys. Hopefully y'all stuck around to see that. Yeah. I don't know. We still have a lot of work to do, right? And so that's going to be our level to clear. It takes out that resistance. It also takes out the 200 moving average. That's irrelevant. All right. Let me put it on the 1 minute. I have to go to the restroom. Man, y'all didn't need to hear that. Not 900 of you. And man, I'm grateful for this. I say that every time, but man, I mean it. It is the weirdest thing. I'm sitting here in my office. This is the place where I sit every day. I spend 10 hours a day in here and then turn this on and there's 900 people here. It's absolutely remarkable and incredible. Oh yeah, the rocket ships, right? You know what? Rocket ships come out above that level right there, about 22.6. That's where the rocket ships truly come. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if we go to 18 cents still. So don't everybody get too excited yet. If it wants to go ahead and break this, by all means, please do. Please. But if it goes to 18, I won't freak out. Rocket ships are coming after 4x. Yeah, right. All right. I don't know. I'm kind of out of things to really talk about on here today, guys. But the thing is, we've got price action, right? So is it going to break to the upside? It's kind of like we're just sticking around doing it. So if anybody's got questions outside of when moon, well, maybe right now, moon, maybe right now. Or like B. Levan asked, when will we go to the moon for the first time with NASA? But I'm Nathan Fitz, should I invest in XLM? But yeah, a lot of people want to invest right now after the price is up. Do you guys notice that? I just want everybody to notice that because I always, when the price is down, people scream at me. And then when the price is up, they want to invest. And I'm not picking on you in particular, but that's kind of how it goes. Prices down, people sell. Prices up, people buy. Amy Fondas, I bought 0x today, brand new to crypto. Well, you bought it at a huge price. You bought it after the price went up, man. Vlad Podzar going on a nice little run as we speak. Sweet, man. Are you listening to my voice as you run? And Mr. Bowerman with the super chat. I appreciate all your hard work for the community. Thank you. I appreciate it. I put in hours every day. Hours. How am I late to this? What am I missing? There we go. Thank you guys very much. Thank you so much for the support. So, all right. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to end the stream. I know it's crazy, right? At an hour 13, I'm going to go ahead and end it. I'm having a good time, but let's take a look. It may break out higher, guys. I may regret it. It may end up being like a moonshot stream that I missed out on, and you know what? That would be life. Um, if things get really crazy, I'll make a video later and release it on my opinion of what I see. And otherwise, we'll have another video tomorrow morning. And I'll try to make it pretty in depth if I can, if we have more data to go off of. So, hey, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please give this live stream a thumbs up. It means a lot to me. Um, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Oh, let me show this really fast. If you guys like coin roll hunting, if you like silver stacking, you like all that kind of stuff, I have a second YouTube channel. It's called Rapper Stacker. Head on over there. It's just me coin roll hunting, picking up stuff from silver from coin shops and stuff like that. You guys want to see that kind of stuff, finding errors, varieties, all that kind of stuff. Pretty much finding treasure out circulating in the wild, in bank boxes and customer wrapped rolls. So if you guys want to see that, go check out Rapper Stacker here on YouTube. Here's my, all right, I just got to show all my stuff now. Here's Blockchain Backer on Twitter at BC Backer. But most importantly, subscribe to this channel, subscribe to the Blockchain Backer, and that way you can be notified when I create new content and when I go live. So, of course, this is not investment advice and I am not a financial advisor. But here we go. If you ever need a pick me up or a little bit of reassurance, just remember that the blockchain backers got your back. Have a good one, guys.